Yo, we back in the building, y'all. We back in the building. The dude, Steve Estes here with the Better Late Than Ever podcast. Hey, we back. We back. Sorry for the delay with my ass, but hey, you're juggling two things right now. You're juggling the bills. You're juggling trying to keep this shit going on the mental side. Hey, man, this shit ain't easy. Ain't easy at all, but my name is Stephen Eskridge. For those of you who don't know me, this is your first time listening. This is the Better Late Than Ever podcast. One more round of applause for yourself for listening. Give yourself a round of applause. Just for listening. Say the anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. You're listening to my ass. I appreciate that. A wise man once said. But you can catch this podcast. Once again, this podcast is called the Better Late Than Never podcast. You can catch it on Spreaker.com. Also, my YouTube channel is Stephen Eskridge. Excuse me. Y'all know what I'm doing. Water with it. But my YouTube channel is Stephen Eskridge. I'm on Spotify podcast as well, Stephen Eskridge. SoundCloud, Stephen Eskridge. iHeartRadio, Stephen Eskridge. Or Better Late Than Never podcast. Whichever link that pops up first on iHeart, it'll look different. You know, but you know how that go. Google Podcasts as well. You can catch me on there. My Instagram is Stephen Eskri. Again, my Instagram is Stephen Eskri. My Twitter is Stephen Eskridge 1. Again, my Twitter is also Stephen Eskridge 1. And now I do have a Facebook finally. I'm late to the party. Shut up. I know. Shut up. Like Facebook, nigga, you just like getting Facebook back like that. But yes, my Facebook name is Stephen Eskridge as well. Check me up on that. Also, you can find the podcast also as well. Because I'm going to flood that page with the other podcasts I've done this too. So you can catch me on those streaming platforms. But hell with that. Let's get to the shits, damn it. Yes, nigga. Let's get to the shits. One more time. Unshot, man. Because I'm sick of this shit out here, man. This shit I don't, this is what I don't like out here. Y'all motherfuckers out here talk about y'all don't want to work for nobody. Everybody talk about their balls, blah, blah, blah. And blah, 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 right? And this episode is also a shout out to Fab, man. Fabulous, the MC, because listening to him a couple years ago inspired this pod. Dead ass. His line inspired this shit, And the line goes, if everyone is a boss, then who working? Hit that one more time, y'all. Do it. What's it? If everyone is a boss, then who working? You know what I'm saying? Who the is working, man? Come on. We gonna talk. Let's talk. Because you gotta think about it. Where big business that is thriving right now? Anybody listen to this? What big business that's thriving without workers? Say it's impossible, right? Of course. I think we all know that. At least I would think we all know that shit. But regardless, we need workers for big businesses to thrive. But now the consensus out here now is just pretty much the shit on workers. And that's not what, that shit got to switch up. I know the way the world had is now. We got entrepreneurship, social media, blah, blah, blah. Everyone be on phones. I get it. We all get it. One of the reasons why I'm doing the fuck I'm doing now, my own shit. But even I know doing this, but this shit to grow how I want to grow, yes, I'm gonna need a team. Period. Team sport, we always say, right? Unless it's some individual, but even in the individual sports, they got trainers, people they spar with. No, no one does it alone. It's only so much you can get done alone. If you even and okay, so people talk that self-sufficient shit too. You be self-sufficient, blah blah blah, all that. It's like, okay, excuse me, you can be self-sufficient all day long, but even once you grow from that, you're getting bigger, you're still gonna need a team. It's not gonna matter. Still gonna need a team. Because even if you could do everything, it's not the best idea. You're going to burn yourself the fuck out, man. You're going to be out like a light, man. Am I lying? Hey, come on, man. Shit. Yeah. You'll be fucked up out here. And it's my other aspect about being a boss. Because I got a few of these motherfuckers why people out here just do not understand the nuances of the one side of it with this boss shit. Just the words just being thrown around so much. But who you employing? Who you putting in position for them to be a boss the way you're a boss? Are you doing that? Yeah, school's in session. Ding ding. School is in session. If you a boss, who are you employing? Who are you putting in position to win and be? Who are you putting in position to be a boss the way you're a boss? Because the last time I checked, you work. See, look, and this is the thing about being a worker. What motherfuckers gotta understand. You work wherever you're working at for however many amount of years, 4 or 5 years, whatever. You learn the business, right? Learn the business of where you work at. And you're going to branch off, start your own. And then you pull in other people, get them an opportunity where somebody gave you an opportunity. You teach them the way you was taught, and they're going to branch off to the same goddamn thing. Come on, man. Yes, y'all know what I'm talking about, man. The fuck? And I'm throwing a gunshot at all you people out here shitting on workers. Fuck y'all. Yeah, fuck all these niggas, man. How dare y'all shit on workers? Because, okay, to even be self-sufficient, you got your own little booth, whatever you selling. You hiring somebody for artwork, probably, your logo, business card. Once again, you would burn yourself out trying to do everything. That's why you always need a team. But just getting back to my other point, though, you can't call yourself a boss if you ain't got no team, man. No. No, no, and no, damn it. No. What's wrong with y'all, man? No. Like, what you the boss of? You? And okay. Alright, see, now we gonna go down the dark hole now. Yeah. Now we going down the dark hole now. Cause check it out. Ain't no wrong being the boss of you. Y'all right. There's nothing wrong being the boss of you. But if it's just all about you, and nobody else is being helped out, then what's the point? You know? Like, what is really the point? Because last time I checked, that's what it was always about. You know, it was always about bossing up and helping somebody else become a boss, because that helps everyone. It's not just you the boss of yourself and then the other people still out here working. Nah, it's, if we all here talking about entrepreneurship shit, everyone be a boss, have your own, you know what I mean, run your own shit, blah, 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 whatever. We have to pull each other in. We have to work together. We have to pull each other in so we all can branch off and have all. Because that cycle just got to keep rolling. The cycle I just broke down, you work for somebody, learn the business, branch off, start your own. You pull in people, they work for you, and then they branch off and start their own. So just really no one, and if it's going that way, no one will ever work for someone forever. It's not ever going to be that way. So that's another thing about the whole boss shit. You know what I mean? Like, nah, it's when it comes to being a worker and all that, it's like, it's nothing wrong with that. You know, y'all out here really, people, generally out here, the narrative of just working for someone is really being frowned upon out here, and it's ridiculous. It really is. Because once again, who's to say that someone is already not being a boss of themselves in some form of fashion? And then two, you have to learn the business of whatever it is you're doing anyway. So nobody stays working for anybody. You know? Look for my damn lighter, y'all. Got it now, but no one stays working for anybody. No one. You branch off, start your own shit. There you go. And then you pull people in. Well, you was pulled in, had them work for you, but they are learning. See, it's the thing. When we're at these jobs, we not really trying to learn the business. We just there getting paid, just collecting a check. You know? Dropping bars in. Dropping bars in. Come on, think about what we be doing, man. We just go to work, do our little 8, whatever the fuck it is, we go about our business. We ain't trying to learn the business and start our own shit. Where we at? With these jobs, y'all know we don't be doing that shit. The bills paid, motherfucker got some little couple hundred, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a G, whatever in their pocket. Oh man, niggas cool. Motherfucker, alright. Now some people think about the business aspect of it and try to learn it. Or that might be not what you want to do either. You know, you might just be at a job in the industry you don't want nothing to do with, but once again, you just there collecting the check, just working to pay your bills, blah, blah, blah. Hey, we get it. Totally get it. But still, you know, the narrative about workers just being, it's like, it's almost like, how the fuck can you be a good sergeant or general when you wasn't even a soldier? You was a terrible soldier. Man, come on, man. What the fuck? Come on, man. Make this shit make sense. You niggas out here talk about being a boss. You niggas ain't learned shit about it. The ins and outs of it, at least. You know, that's one of the biggest aspects of being a boss. Putting people in position so they can be bosses. But I'm gonna tell you another one. Everybody ain't cut out to be no goddamn boss. I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I said it. Everyone is not cut out mentally to be a fucking boss. Yes, I said it, nigga. Because they not. Because just look at all the people out here right now. Like, so listen to what I just said. I just been collecting the check, wherever they at, right? If the bills are paid up every day, they got to keep a little money in their pocket. They ain't tripping. They'll stay at that gig for... oh, shit. They'll stay at that gig for however many years. They don't give a fuck. Huh. Damn bill paid. Them kids taken care of. They don't give a shit. So a lot of times, yeah, they stay at these jobs because the mental part of it is there. And their mind, they saying, hey, I don't want to work for nobody. This is good money. And I don't want the responsibilities of being in charge. I don't want the responsibility of being the boss. Come on, man. Come on, man. Killing this shit. We stay at these jobs for 80 fucking years because we don't want the responsibilities of being the boss. We just want it because it just sounds great. Yes. I'm talking about all you niggas. Good shots to all y'all. Oh, shit. I'm talking to all you niggas, man. Shit, me included. The fuck you talking about, man? That was good shot. Me too, shit. Fuck. You know how long it took me just to get to this type of shit and just doing this now? And the bigger it gets, once again, I'm gonna need a team. I'm gonna need a fucking team. I'm gonna need a fucking team, man. You can't do nothing this big and not have a team. But no, you can't do nothing this big and do it efficiently. Because, see, people do some shit just to do it. So I had to, you know what I'm saying? I had to think about that. People think just because you can do it, it's a good idea. No, the fuck it's not, man. It's not. No. You can ride a fucking bicycle with your fucking pinky or some shit, right? You can ride it with no hands on the main street. That don't mean it's a good fucking idea to do it. You can do a lot of shit because you can do it. Is it the best thing to do? Hell no. We know it don't be. Won't be giving a fuck though. And that hits all the way back to what I just said. We don't give a fuck about staying at these jobs as long as our bills paid, we got a little money in our pocket, and we don't have to have the responsibilities of being in charge. Because we all got our own lives. Personal life is that's a whole nother topic with a lot of people. So they want the benefits of being the boss. It sounds sexy. It's, you know, I do what I want to do. I'll check in, blah, blah, blah. But being the boss, fuck checking in. You got to come in when you don't want to come in. Somebody call off. This happened, that happened, blah, blah, blah. Now you're the boss. Yeah, you get your black boss ass up and handle this shit, nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga? You the boss. Get your ass up. Yeah, you fucked up 3, 4 in the morning. Whatever's going on. You fucking your girl. Smash your man. Whatever. Some shit going on down here. Get your ass down here, nigga. Yes. What the boss do? Somebody do some fucked up, stupid shit on the job. You the fucking boss. Now it's on your ass. It's on them, but it's more on you. Because you're the fucking boss. You in charge of that shit. Can you imagine that? You in charge of some shit that you're not in charge of. You can't be, you know what I'm saying, you're not in charge of people's actions. All you can hope is they make the best action. And should they go wrong, it's on you. You're the boss. And meanwhile, being a worker, it don't hold that much weight. But by not holding a lot, it holds a lot of weight. But in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't. I guess if you want to say that, because somebody told a worker, okay, they losing their gig, but they already can't afford to lose the job, really. So it is important. But when you're the boss, you got more to lose because you're putting up everything. You putting your own money up. So it's like you're really taking the biggest gamble out of anybody. Cause you lose. You talk about fuck another job. It's your business. You know how much money and time you done put into that shit, and that somebody could get it fucked up and didn't even you wasn't even directly involved. Come on, man. What the fuck? You niggas talking about being the boss. Y'all don't want this shit. Y'all don't want it, man. Just want the benefits of the shit. And am I saying the other side of it is something my motherfuckers should like? No. Hell no. But what I am saying is something that you should expect, or almost not, even if you don't expect it. Just kind of your mind like, okay, any moment it might, here it goes. Because it comes with being in charge. It comes with being a boss. And bosses take a lot of losses too, because you're putting up a lot. Put up a whole lot. You might make a mistake here, make a mistake there. So you're really learning on the fly. You're not learning on the fly, but you're learning on the fly. That's why I say you ain't a boss if you ain't took a loss. It's possible. Yeah. It's possible, man. The fuck you a boss? You ain't never lost. You never took a gamble and loss. You ain't no motherfucker. And it's a mentality too. It ain't so much just what a person has or has not accomplished. It's a mentality too. You can't be afraid to take risk. That's the mindset of a boss right there. You're strategic, but nonetheless, you're not fearful. You're not in fear. You're not in fear of taking a gamble. And that's all. Hey, that's all in the grand scheme of it. It's all in the grand scheme of being a boss. And like I said, that's just the other aspect of all the gambling, all the risk of having your own business, and you trying to have it grow into something, and then once it grows, you see, you need other people. So now you on pins and needles trying to line everybody up and keep them on tack, because not only if something goes wrong, they lose out on their job, and they need it more, and they need just as much as you need they need their little job just as much as you need your big business. Come on, man. I am spitting in this motherfucker. Come on. I am spitting in this motherfucker, man. The workers need their working jobs in the same, just as much as the boss needs his big business to not get fucked up. Both of them lose everything. If I'm saying the boss losing more because he putting up, both of them got a boatload to lose though. One might have a Titanic, other might have a big boat. Both of them still got a lot to lose though. Like dead ass though. But y'all just don't understand, man. Being a boss is not fun. There's nothing fun about this shit, man. Other than the title of it, it has its moments. You can get up, do this and do that. Not all the time when you got to or whatever. You can move on your own terms, but every move has almost had to be a strategic one. It almost has to be a strategic move. Because you never know when you got to go back into, down to the business and handle something. Even if you do it by email or something, you just never know. You have to, if you're going to do something by email, computer, something like that, send a file in, do this, do that, whatever. Now you gotta always be ready to be on your computer and be up doing shit. So you on your toes as a boss, man. Y'all just don't fucking. Oh, I hate you niggas. I hate you niggas. I hate you niggas, man. Y'all out here shitting on workers, though, man. Y'all created that terrible narrative, man. That narrative is just so fucking terrible. Y'all out here shitting on workers. Like it's just a terrible thing to be a worker. No, it's not. Because workers are for the people who don't want to bear the responsibility of being the boss. They don't want to bear the negative consequences that come with being a boss. Yes, that's what that is all about, goddammit. So it's like workers are extremely important, mad, necessary. I'm going in about the boss thing, but I'm going about the boss thing because y'all really, like, the narrative is just fucked up all the way around. The best started off as workers, man. Because they learned the business, branched off and got their own shit, and pulled people in the same way they was pulled in. And taught them the business. But like I said, it can teach you that willpower is either in you or not to want to go get it. I can teach you a boatload of shit. But if you ain't got the willpower to want to put yourself in position, you ain't got the willpower to want to use the shit, it's useless. The fuck? It's useless. Because you don't want it. I can't make you want it. I can tell you or show you how to get it. But if you don't want it, it don't matter. It's not going to happen. You can almost guarantee it because the will is not there. And you know what? The will is not in everyone to be in charge because it's a lot of responsibility that comes with being in charge of anything. Shit, hosting a fucking party is not even fun. I hosted a party before back in the day, man. Please, shit. I had fun. I didn't get a chance to really, because I'm walking around trying to make sure everything is straight. Like, it's hey, you in charge, you in charge. It look good from the outside, but hey, it's a lot of work, man. Whole lot of work. And y'all gotta understand that though, man. Workers are necessary. They've been necessary. Always will be necessary. So it's just pretty much like even the movie American Gangster. When Denzel, he started out working for Bumpy. But he learned a lot working under him. Hitman, assistant, whatever you want to call it. So when Bumpy passed away, oh man, it wasn't nothing for him to take over and step up and establish himself now. Because look who he had been learning from the whole time. And this was Harlem too, man. The Harlem Renaissance was all about people putting each other in position to have their own. The Harlem Renaissance, y'all, come on, man. Y'all see what the fuck I just did, man. Like, dude. That's what's happening out here, too. We are going through a Renaissance period. I'm not going to say we not, but it ain't exactly the same, though. Like, yeah. It ain't the same. Ain't. Because it's like the idea of being a worker back then was not frowned upon. The world was obviously different too. But back then, just to have a job was everything. And then to have your own business, to be the person in charge, Man, please. Like, picture that. Shit. So that's why I say the Renaissance is happening now. We got social media, we got everything, but the narrative, man. The narrative got to switch up. Now, hear me loud and clear. There's nothing wrong with being a worker. Whoever listens to this shit, there's nothing wrong with being a worker. You might or might not have the willpower in you to bear the negative and positive consequences of being a boss or being in charge. Because you also have to look at, to you, is it worth it? Is the negative worth the positive? Depending on the person, they might say yes, another person might say no. They don't want the responsibility of being in charge. They don't want what come with it. They'd rather be a well-paid worker. And think about that one then, y'all. A well-paid worker or a well-paid boss. Which one the fuck do you want to be? Come on now, think about it, man. Now, I know all y'all saying well-paid boss, but hey, everyone's what I just say. Everyone does not want to deal with the negative and consequence of the boss. So for people who don't want to deal with the negative consequences, everything I'm talking about right now that comes with that, they want to be the well-paid workers. And you know what's happening out here? It's a lot of people who feel the same goddamn way. They just want to be a well-paid fucking worker, but they want to be a well-paid boss because they don't want to take responsibility on the negative side of being a boss. Come on, man. I am smoking this shit. Come on, people. In the zone. Oh, shit, but come on. That's just what it comes down to. It ain't everybody. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. That shit ain't for everybody. It look good. Can everyone be self-sufficient? Yes. But even with that being said, one of the reasons why bosses, not only do you need a team and you need people because you can't and shouldn't want to do everything, but shit, it's creating opportunities. True bosses who do this shit the right way, they don't just think about themselves. They're thinking about, okay, how can I help out anybody else who wants it? Now, and key word, who wants it. Because you want it, hey, alley-oop, they're going to throw you alley-oop. They can't dunk for you. Hey, I know, right? That was a good one. Hey, I can throw you alley-oop, but I'm made. You got to dunk that motherfucker. You got to put it in the rim. That's all it comes down to. Like, it just goes back to, hey, no one can make people want to be a boss out here. You have to mentally be a boss, and that's the thing. A lot of people they're not a boss because they don't have the mindset of one. You got motherfuckers who got a lot of money out here, but they still ain't got the mindset of a boss. Even if they got their own, even the folks who are self-sufficient, so to speak, they got their own business. They probably running the business terrible. So shit, and that's what happens too. Business fuck up, it get ran terrible because motherfuckers don't have the proper mindset of a boss. They got the me mentality of a boss, and fuck the workers, or you pretty much just looking out for you, basically. So it's almost like, what the hell? Like, really? Motherfuckers, everybody don't want it. They don't want what come with it. And like I said, just to have the mindset of a boss, you definitely have to be looking to put people in position so they can be a boss and be self-sufficient as well. Because it looks crazy when I got 100,000 and I got a couple million and my people who work for me, they not making good money either. Now, like I said, well-paid worker versus well-paid boss. A lot of people say, oh, they won't want to do what the boss do. But the whole time, they ain't even made the sacrifices that the boss has made. They ain't made them type of sacrifices. And that's why they're in the position to be a worker. Because once again, they ain't take no risk. So they ain't take no risk, then it's like, hey, you get an opportunity to work for somebody else who took a risk. Come on, man. Okay. You don't want to take a risk. You end up working for someone else who took a risk. Can't make this shit up, man. You can't make this shit up, man. I promise you can't. And that's how it goes. We out here working for people who, took risk. And the people who take risks get people who don't want to take risks to work for them. Hey, you can break this shit down how many times you want. Y'all get it though, man. Y'all get it. That's it. And that is why I say once again though, even with that being said, the worker is important. Because without the worker, the boss, boss be burnt themselves out. And that's what a lot of times has happened out here throughout history. You got people that burn themselves out trying to do everything. Keep some money to themselves. All that, I've heard all that shit before. Save money, blah, blah, blah. I mean, hey, that shit. You can't do everything. Even if you can. It's not the best idea. Like we said. So it's pretty much like, okay, where your team? Like, where is your team? Because without your team, you don't win. Like, you do not win. That's what y'all gotta understand about the workers, man. You gotta understand about workers. Your business won't ever thrive if you don't have a team. So once again, don't walk around saying you a boss and you ain't got no team. You don't employ nobody. You're not putting nobody in position so they can be a boss. You're not a boss. That's it. Hey, man. Get the wrong drop, but oh well. Hey, you keep doing a round of applause on that one. Like, hey, shit, fuck it. You know what I mean? But man, you're not. Because being the boss of yourself is not enough if you're going to call yourself a boss. If your business is thriving too, it's not enough, man. It just, man. If you got just a small business and it's just really you doing your own thing, yeah, that's good for you, but you're not putting nobody else in a position. Now, obviously, you have to expand the business. You have to get to that point. So, yeah. But if the business is just based around just you, then, yeah, that's a win for you. But shit. To be walking around calling yourself a true boss, nah. See, I think people get self-sufficient and boss. See, those are two words. See, I'm going to take it all home with this. Oh, yeah. They all heard that one. Oh man, come on, man. Being self-sufficient and being a boss are two totally different things. Just because you self-sufficient, that don't make you a boss. Yes, I said it. I said it. The fuck, just because you self-sufficient does not make you a boss. Bitch. Because they're two different words with actually two slightly different definitions. You're the boss of something other than yourself. You're the boss of a corporation, an enterprise. Self-sufficient. Yeah, you got your own fucking nail salon or some shit. I just throwing it out there. No shade to that. But self-sufficient, have your own little business booth somewhere. You sell phones. You sell whatever. Like, yeah, you got the product. You make your own bread off of it. You spend your money to get the product. Blah, blah, blah. That's self-sufficient. But to say that you're a boss because you're self-sufficient, no. You're not. Okay, granted, you're not working for anyone, but you don't have anyone working for you, you. You're not employing another person. You're not putting another person in position so they can possibly be a boss. Once a fucking again, man. Fuck. I hate you niggas, man. I hate you people who look at being a worker as just trash. Like, ugh. Because, like I say, self-sufficient. Yes, you're self-sufficient. That's cool. You're not working. Yeah, you ain't got nobody hovering over you. Do what you want to do. Check in. Yeah, okay. But you don't have anyone working for you. You're not employing anyone. So don't call yourself a boss, because you're not the boss of anything. So it's like, no, man. No, and no. So it's like, hey, we gotta watch the work. It's two. And I ain't gonna say watch it, but just it's two different words. Self-sufficient and boss are different things, and we have to really understand that. Because even being a boss too. See, a boss is beyond. See, I look at the stages, right? First, you're self-sufficient. You got your own, you get the product yourself, whatever. But as you expand, as your business is expanding, you're going to have to do so much. You're going to have to hire workers. Because now you got more demands for the supplies, this and that, third, whatever. It's more for you to do now. More than you can handle. So you have to hire someone. Pay them to do a thing you might not be able to do as the boss. Because that's what big corporations, like the bosses and shit, all they do, a lot of their time they go to fucking meetings and shit. They going here, they going there. They can't, they can keep up with everything, but they'll burn themselves out, man. Burn themselves the hell out. So it's like, nah, man. Once again, workers are necessary. Workers are extremely, extremely necessary, man. And that narrative, like I say, we finna dead that shit. Like, we finna dead that shit. Slowly but surely, man. But the world would be the world without workers. It just wouldn't. And not only that, like I say, it gives the opportunity to those who are not mentally or just have the willpower to be a boss. Now, self-sufficient is different. But everybody ain't going to be a boss. You can be self-sufficient before you become a boss. When you go beyond being a boss, you go beyond being self-sufficient, now you're a boss. So it's like, hey. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't for everybody. It really ain't. And those people who it's not for, it gives them an opportunity. It definitely gives them an opportunity. And once again, aren't we in the land of opportunities? Hello. That's what motherfuckers come over here, opportunity. I mean, everything else is like, that's a lot of shit to come with opportunity. That's shit. Because y'all know how the fuck that shit is. But hey, it is land of opportunity. Bet you that much. Sarge had to come in and just chime in on that shit, man. Hey, y'all, we have to kill that narrative about being a worker. If you're a worker working somewhere, there's nothing wrong with that. Only you know if you want to be a paid worker versus a paid boss. Or a well-paid worker versus a well-paid boss. And bosses aren't necessarily well-paid all the time. Because they're putting up so much. There's stages they're going to have to go through where they might not be that paid. Because they're putting so much into the business. So bosses also have to find ways to get paid. That's the risk they take, once again. Come on, man. Like, shout out to the real bosses, man, who do this shit how the fuck it's supposed to be done too, man. Shout out to them, man. Because everyone think it's just a game. They think it's just some shit to be thrown around. I'm about to work for nobody. And then, if you don't want to work for nobody, what the fuck thinks? Someone's going to want to work for you. They got the same boss mentality out here, and that goes all the way back to the top of it. Everyone is a boss who's working. God damn it. Come on, man. Who's working if everyone is a boss? It's the mentality I'm talking about, man. There's too many people walking around saying they don't want to work for nobody. Well, motherfucker, if you don't work for nobody, shit, you ain't got the mindset. You better change your mindset, because you definitely ain't got the mindset of a motherfucking boss. And like I said, everyone's not going to have that mindset or even willpower to do it, to really actually adopt the mindset. Because it's a lot of sacrifice, a lot of responsibility, dealing with a lot of shit that almost ain't got nothing to do with you. Just, directly. Just, you choose to have a business, a big business, or a thriving business that's require you to have workers. Now you're responsible for people and their actions or lack thereof. All because you're in charge. Like, y'all think this boss shit is a game. But hey, it's all good. Like I said, it ain't for everybody. So that's all I want to come in and chime on. Being a boss is not for everyone. Everyone who's a worker, there's nothing wrong with it. If you don't want to be a worker, you have to adopt the mindset of a boss and understand it's a high risk, mediocre reward in certain situations, in certain times. And then if you do get the big risk, the big reward for it, a lot of times it becomes even bigger risk. Because there's so much shit. You got to be responsible for people and their actions or lack thereof. The higher up you get with it. The higher you up, the bigger the gamble. That's just how it goes. Period. Just how it goes. So always remember that. Ask yourself, do you want to be a well-paid boss versus a well-paid worker? Depending on your mindset, ain't no wrong with either one. It's up to you. And also, being self-sufficient does not make you a boss. A boss is beyond self-sufficient. He's now gonna be sufficient for other people. Because now he has to not only worry about them, he has to worry about not only himself, he has to worry about other people so they don't fuck up, which in turns he fucks up because he helps them out. Like, it's a big domino effect with this bullshit, man. What the fuck? I'm killing this shit, man. That's a good shot. Oh, shit. Y'all don't understand, man. Y'all think it's a game. It's all good, though. So I'm going to get my butt up out of here, man. I had to come here and talk my shit real quick, man. Just remember, like I say, all the people who are workers, shout out to y'all being a worker. There's nothing wrong with it. You are needed. You are extremely needed. Businesses cannot thrive without you guys, without us. So being a worker, nothing wrong with it. Being a boss, nothing wrong with it. Being self-sufficient, nothing wrong with it. But they are all different things. And everyone is not built for everything because everyone is not going to have the mindset or can adopt the mindset of certain things, especially when it comes to being a boss. Like, nah. That's not for everybody. A lot of folks know I'm going to stay me a worker. I don't want to deal with all that. I'm being in charge, being the boss. They know it. So I'm getting out of here, man. Had to come in and talk my shit about that. Appreciate you for listening, whoever's listening right now. You can catch this podcast on Spreaker.com. That's Stephen Eskridge. Also my YouTube channel, Steve Eskridge. Spotify podcast, Steve Eskridge. SoundCloud, Steve Eskridge. iHeartRadio, Stephen Eskridge. Or hashtag Better Late Than Never Podcast. Whichever one pops up on iHeartRadio. I'm on Google Podcasts as well. My Instagram is Stephen ESKRI. Again, my Instagram is Stephen ESKRI. My Twitter is Stephen Eskridge #1. Again, my Twitter is Stephen Eskridge #1. And I'm Stephen Eskridge on my Facebook. Stephen Eskridge on my Facebook. You can catch the pods up there as well. I'm starting having some up there today. So the Better Late Than Podcast. We're going to get up out of here. We're going to be back real soon. I always say that, but it's going to be sooner than later, man. So I'll be up out of here in a minute. I'll be back up here in a minute, actually. I meant to say that. So I'm getting up out of here, man. I love you for listening. Could have been anywhere in the world, but you was listening to my ass talk about this bullshit. And that niggas got this shit fucked up, man. So I love you for listening. Appreciate it. I'm out of here. Peace!